Hi, I'm Charmaine. Welcome to the Love of Self podcast, where we delve into the emotional aspects of finding love for self. Today's topic is challenges. It may seem that challenging tests in our lives are there to break us down, be harmful, be disruptive, misleading. They may often feel like we're being broken down, as if who we are or what we're striving for is being broken down, almost like a crumbling from what we want to be, where we want to be, how we want to live, where we want to go, how we want to feel, how we want to move, how we want to see ourselves. But the challenges of life are often a test for our mental endurance. Most times they are there to strengthen us. The obstacles put in our way to hinder our mobility connects us to our true desires. They can awaken us to who we really are inside, if we're aware of it, if we're aware of our emotions and our thinking. And it's not just a knee-jerk reaction to just simply fight back. When we ask ourselves what and who and why we are fighting for, and we begin to see ourselves in a way that can carry us through or maneuver around or change direction entirely, going a complete other way. But regardless of how the challenge tried to break us down, the most important thing is what we realized about what we want out of life, what we've realized about ourselves, what clarity came of our challenges, what we then see from the pitfalls of life, the strength that we had to endure to overcome, the strength of our emotions, the strength of our mentality, the strength of our mobility, in spite of people, places, things, doing whatever they can to hold us back, break us down, torture us, harm us. It comes to a point where the challenge isn't really the obstacle that's being placed in front of us. Once we meet the obstacle, the true challenge is ourself. The true challenge comes from within. It comes to a place where we realize who we are, what we're going toward, what best fits in our life. What new knowledge does the challenge bring that I didn't know before? The challenges of life help me to discover the challenges within myself, to the point where ultimately I am my own challenge. The outside world that brings course correction within me, that brings a realization within myself of the moves that must be made, the stumbling blocks, the tension, the heartache, the limitations, the pain, all have an opportunity for my endurance, strength, mental muscle. And I guess It depends on how we decide to utilize its energy. The farther down the challenges bring us to, the more inner strength you need to overcome its obstacles. The harder the test, the more knowledge is needed to be attained to achieve life's lessons for your own wisdom. An easy life, I would imagine, feels great. But have you endured anything towards your enriched mentality? I don't know. But I would imagine that it may soften the mental stamina to withstand true strength. Challenges bring in the realization of your heart. They show you who you really are, with your responses both inside and outside of yourself. They help you recognize what you didn't know before, which can in turn bring in appreciation for what we have come to realize within ourselves. It helps us to realize our true wants, our true desires, our love, our strength, our triumph. It's a big part of who we are that could have only been discovered through our sufferance. I'd like to thank you for taking these few moments to listen to what I have to say. I greatly, greatly appreciate you. So, I'd like to ask you, if you really go in depth of the inner workings of your thinking and emotions when you went through challenging times, what does that tell you about who you really are? What did you learn about yourself in the aftermath? What did you learn about the challenges you dealt with? Or better yet, did the experiences of your challenges and the endurance you gained from it teach you about what you feel about yourself? How you needed to grow? How you needed to change direction or your mindset? What did it spark within you to make new maneuvers toward your own well-being? I'd love to hear from you. Please comment or email theloveofselfpodcast@gmail.com. Please remember, I am not a therapist. Also, my new book is out, Love Yourself, a book of poetry and spiritual writings for self-love, available now on bookbaby.com. Purchase link is in my Instagram bio. I wish you all peace, love, and joy always. Until next time.